Hello YouTube, this is Kaito JR here, and I'm here to make another Ajin discussion video, this time discussing about Sato's IBM Snakeman. Well, it's not officially named Snakeman, it's just a little nickname I give it to it myself. It's just that Sato has never named his own IBM, so I just decided to name it Snakeman because it looks like a snake to me. It has like a snake head. I mean, especially since like one of those early chapters of Ajin Demi when this IBM was hunting one of the researchers that K saved. It was two of them. Yeah, one of them was killed by Snakeman, Sato's IBM, and it was really brutal the way he just died. I mean, it seemed like Snakeman ripped this researcher guy apart, and the other one, yeah, the other researcher that was like the last one standing got lucky. Like K, yeah, he got shot in his leg, but K still helped him off of the roof of the facility he was being experimented upon. Yeah, K himself. Yeah, he saved that researcher by just throwing him off of a bush, cushioned his fall, saved his life, and yeah, it was just one of them. I mean, the other one got killed by Sato when he was shot down. The other one, like I just said, got killed by Snakeman. He was just hiding in this room trying to like hide from Sato, and then Snakeman just heard him in there, just like slaughtered him or somehow. I don't know. I mean, I guess he just ate him, but I don't know if like IBMs can eat people. I don't think. I mean, Snakeman, yeah, he did open his mouth, but I think he only just did that just to rip him apart. For the most part, I mean, I don't think he actually devoured him. I don't think Snakeman could do something like that, like an IBM. Yeah, IBMs are just made for just killing others, not really for just eating others really at all. So yeah, Snakeman, he's a very intelligent IBM. I think that's mostly because Sato trained him very well. He's very loyal to Sato. I mean, even like later on in the manga, Sato even like taught like his Snakeman to be more independent, just so he can like just operate on its own. This actually comes into quite a plot point later on because yeah, Sato training Snakeman enabled like Snakeman to pilot a helicopter on its own without Sato being anywhere near him. So yeah, this really helps Snakeman a lot. Like this gives Snakeman a lot of potential to enable to like perform tasks without Sato, which of course helps Sato a lot because Sato was doing something else in the meantime, like I guess talking to K while Snakeman was piloting this helicopter, trying to help out Sato, trying to get him away from this country. But at last, as you all should know, Sato failed in doing that, and he was like eventually just taken down by the anti-demi-human special task force and then put underground like permafrost somewhere or whatever. Yeah, he's just frozen, half alive, half dead or whatever. Yeah, he can't age as long as he's like in some sort of like freezing pot or whatever. But yeah, so Snakeman, that's pretty much the end of Snakeman right there. I mean, we last saw him when he was just like drowning underwater. I think he just like gone right there. I mean, he's not gone. He's still like, Sato can still just summon Snakeman whatever he wants. So Snakeman is still around. I mean, as long as Sato is around, Snakeman is around, and Sato is still around. Just like he's half dead, half alive. I mean, I didn't really buy when they said like Sato died at the yeah. So it was chapter 85 where we first heard that Sato was just found dead in some sort of like his prison cell or whatever. And yeah, that was a lie, and obviously, I mean, people who know that Ajins cannot die under any circumstances would know like this was a lie, and are just weirded out by like, wait, so Sato's dead? Doesn't make any sense. Like, how could Sato be dead? He's an Ajin. I mean, Sato already died like so many times, and he just this is like he died this time, didn't come back. Why not? It doesn't make any sense. Like, what's going on here? So yeah, I didn't really buy that at all. I kind of think that was a really weakly done way to just write off Sato out of like the manga. I mean, and then like the next chapter after that, chapter 86, that's where the manga just ended, and yeah, that was really disappointing right there. I really did not like that at all. I mean, it kind of didn't like tie up a lot. I mean, a lot of loose ends were not tied up at all at the end of the manga. I mean, we still don't know like a lot about what happened to the other characters. Like we don't know where all of them have like left off at. I mean, just like for example, Shina Nakamura, where is he? Yusuke, what was gonna happen to him? Masumi Okoyama, what's gonna happen to him? Like where is he gonna go? And many other characters, so on and so forth. I mean, we still haven't seen Tosaki's corpse. I mean, everyone keeps saying like Tosaki's dead, but we still haven't seen his corpse at all or anything like to confirm 100% that he is dead or not. But I mean, at least we know where Sato is. I mean, at least they show us Sato at the end of chapter 86, around there somewhere. Where yeah, Sato, he is currently in a permafrost state. Well, frozen. He's in this like sort of cryogenic like pod or whatever. Like, he's just frozen in there. He cannot move. Like he's probably gonna be staying there for a very long time, like centuries perhaps. He's not gonna age like at all. It kind of reminds me of Demolition Man, that movie. Have you ever heard of Demolition Man? And yeah, it kind of reminds me of that a bit, like that character from there. Yeah, that's exactly the same thing. I mean, who knows? Maybe Sato even saw that movie Demolition Man. He probably like remember like, huh, this kind of reminds me. I kind of feel like that guy from Demolition Man a bit. That was a pretty sweet movie. I remember that. Yeah, so maybe that was going on in Sato's mind when he was being frozen, about to be frozen, and then yeah, it's just But right there, maybe in like the next 100 years or so, maybe Sato will just wake up like, yeah, he'll get the reference for that movie, yeah. But yeah, so far Sato's IBM Snake Man, like I said, it obeys Sato's every command very well. It never usually disobeys Sato. Like I said, Sato like makes sure he trains it always like all the time. And like I also said before, yeah. So Sato, he trained it to act more independently, so it can act on its own without Sato having to just tell it what to do. So when Sato is like, for example, tranquilized, like his IBM could just like get like a gun and just shoot down Sato, like reset him, or just like impale Sato with its own bare hands with like the IBM's like black matter like hands like sharpness, just like cut right through Sato's like body, reset him like that. Yeah, if he's tranquilized, of course, or just immobilized in some way where he can't just reset himself. Yeah, he can just use his IBM, and if it's independent, it can just act on its own without Sato having to tell it to do so. So yeah, that's really handy to have around. It's a really clever way to train your IBM to act more independently on its own. I mean, K, he never really utilized his IBM at all until later on in his life when he was like 17, 18, around there somewhere. Yeah, that's when like K actually started to train with his IBM. However, his IBM was like remained by itself for so long that it doesn't really obey K all that much. So K had to train with that. But Sato, he was already good with his IBM when we first saw him in like the manga, the first chapter where we saw him. Yeah, he was already still using his IBM. Same thing with Koji Tanaka. Never, yeah, like I said, his IBM for some reason takes the form of a snake. Yeah, well, it has a snake head for some reason. I mean, this hasn't really ever been dealt with in the manga. Why like IBMs look the way they do? Yeah, so every single IBM is just different from one another, and just I don't know, like Sato's IBM just resembles a snake. I guess it just has to do with the fact that Sato is very like deceptive. He's very manipulative, kind of like a snake would be in real life. How it kind of lures in its prey and just like kills it, just bites it, and it snares it, and just goes for the kill like that, how Sato would do, stuff like that. So yeah, maybe that's why it kind of resembles a snake, just because of that reason alone. Let's see, anything else we can talk about with Sato's, Snake Man. Yeah, like I said, it's a very dangerous IBM. Obviously, it's like one of the most dangerous ones in the entire series. It can do like the most, as we saw. I think yeah, it's even more dangerous than Tanaka's IBM because like I just said, it's more independent. It's the most independent IBM that what we've ever seen in the manga. So of course that makes it a lot more dangerous than we. Well, I mean, Kei's IBM is also independent as well, but you see, the thing is that like Sato's IBM, Snake Man, at least still obeys his master, his command. Like yeah, he still obeys Sato, which makes him actually useful. I mean, yeah. So Kei's IBM did not obey like Kei's orders at first, so that kind of made it kind of useless. So Kei, he cannot even control his IBM at all. So what's the point of even having it? You just have to train with it for. He had to put some time in training with that. Yes, it takes time, but he had to do it in order to make some use out of it. I mean, yeah, because at that point in time, he couldn't make use out of it at all. But Sato, he could have done so many things with his IBM. Like, okay, so yeah, this one time at the Iruma base, everybody, where Sato actually, he got his IBM Snake Man to, I guess, where Sato was just like, just body. It was kind of crazy. I mean, yeah, here's a picture of it. I mean, you see, there's like, yeah, that's actually like Snake Man inside of Sato right there. And like you see, the reason Sato was doing so many inhumane things, like running like fast enough to catch up with the car to get the prime minister, and just like perform like these jumps that are like pretty much inhumane. And not even like Ajins can do it. So yeah, like it was revealed that that was like Snake Man inside of Sato's own body. So yeah, that was pretty crazy right there, right? Everybody, how Sato was able to use Snake Man in all these many ways. Like that's just like one example. I mean, there's so many other ways that Sato has utilized Snake Man in so many clever ways that nobody ever saw it coming at all. So yeah, I mean, well, yeah, that's just one for you right there. I'm not gonna name every single one. This video will probably go on way too long. I don't want to stretch this video out. I never really need to. So yeah, I mean, I'm probably just gonna end it right here, everybody. So yeah, just that's just all I need to talk about with Snake Man. Really intelligent IBM, really independent as well. Has a lot of free will, especially after Sato trained it to have more free will. It's very loyal to Sato. Very dangerous IBM. When it opens its mouth, it looks like the inside of a snake's mouth. Like it has two fangs right there, a long tongue where. Well, okay, not fangs, but most had just like many teeth. But I think in one chapter it did have fangs, though. Yeah, I could have sworn I just saw fangs there somewhere. But yeah, it does have like a long tongue and like a hole right in the back, just right in the middle of it. That looks like a snake's like hole that it would have, like when the tongue comes out. Yeah, it looks like a snake. That's what I'm just trying to bring up here. Snake Man, everybody. But yeah, that's pretty much just everything I need to talk about in this video with Sato's IBM Snakeman. But yeah, just comment down in the comment section below if you have anything you want to say. If you want to say about Sato's IBM named Snakeman, anything at all, just comment down. Just really just ask me any questions at all. It doesn't really matter. Just anything really. But yeah, that's it for the video, everybody. Thanks for watching, and bye. Yes, bye.